Nobody talks about how sleep really works.
Offer in terms of unconventional is have a wind down routine. Many of us think of sleep as if it's like a light switch, that we just jump into bed and when we turn the light out, sleep should arrive in that same way. Sleep is a physiological process. It's much more like landing a plane. It takes time to gradually descend down onto the terra firma of what we call good, solid sleep at night. Find out whatever works for you, and it could be light stretching. I usually meditate for about 10 or 15 minutes before bed. Some people like reading. Try not to watch television in bed. That's
something
usually
that
advised
doesn't emit
against.
too much light to your eyes.
Too much light, too activating. You know, you wouldn't race into your garage and come to a screeching halt from 60 miles an hour. You typically downshift your gears and you slow down as you come into the garage. There's the same thing with sleep too. The other thing about sort of that idea of shifting focus away from your mind itself, get your mind off itself, is a good piece of advice. Catharsis. You can try to write down all of the concerns that you have and do this not right before bed, but usually an hour or two before bed. Some people call it a worry journal. And to me, it's a little bit like closing down all of the emotional tabs on my browser. Because if I shut the computer down and all of those tabs are still open, I'm going to come back in the morning and the computer's red hot, the fan's going because it didn't go to sleep, because it couldn't, because there were too many tabs active and open. I at first thought, this just sounds like hooey. It sounds very Berkeley. It's kind of kumbaya. We all hold hands and, walk home at the end of the day. But then the data started coming out, really good studies from good people. And they found that keeping one of those journals decreased the time it takes you to fall asleep by 50%, 50.
Amazing.
It's well on par with any pharmaceutical agent. I think the fourth sort of little tip I would give that's unconventional is remove all clock faces from your bedroom.
Including your phone.
Because if you are having, a tough night, knowing that it's 3:22 in the morning or it's 4:48 in the morning does not help you in the slightest. And it's only going to make matters worse than better.
Matt, this has been an amazing deep dive on sleep. It is chock-a-block full of valuable takeaways.